Hi, everybody. We are so excited to start heart-to-heart interviews with CEI Heartland. I'm excited to have Jennifer, our first interview, yay, with us today. And just to kind of get things started, I told her these are just supposed to be fun little candid interviews with our members, just for our members to get to know each other a little bit better. So I think it's kind of ironic that today is May the 4th be with you. And I know that Jennifer is a huge Star Wars fan, so we're going to have some questions later that are going to relate to that. But I just thought that was kind of funny that we scheduled this interview on this day. So just wanted to throw that out. So Jennifer, tell us a little bit, for those members maybe that are outside of the St. Louis metropolitan area, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do at CPM.
I am Jennifer Jeckstadt. I am a community manager for CPM. I've been there a couple of years. I have a portfolio of some awesome communities that I work with, and that's it.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I love it. So how long have you been involved with CAI?
Oh, geez, it's been a while. I mean, maybe 5 years, 6 years, something like that.
I was thinking that's probably about right. Yeah.
Yeah. I started off on the programs committee and then joined a couple other committees and then got on the board, and I just started my second term. So it has to be at least 4 years, 4 or 5, something like that.
So what got you first to become more involved in the chapter? Is there like a certain event that you liked, or a certain person that pulled you in, or how did you start becoming more involved?
I was new to the industry, fresh out of apartment management. So I went to the programs to learn, more and more once I was already sitting in the position. And then the more I got to know people at the programs, the more comfortable I was. And I was asked by yours truly.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Love
so
that.
I was there a lot and was kind of, just open at the programs, and was asked to be part of the program committee, which opened up a whole can of worms, and I jumped in with 2 feet. So
love it. We love having managers on programs committee, especially that one, but all the committees.
Right.
So you definitely feel like by joining the committee, you got more involved and got to know more people?
Oh, absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Love that. So I know the managers specifically have had a really challenging year, to say the least. What would you say is the most challenging thing that you face in the industry right now?
That's
hard one. I'm sorry.
that can be a loaded question. I think that the biggest thing is maybe that homeowners, when they get into homes that are within homeowners associations, they're just not well informed. Like, anybody buying new into a neighborhood you don't get the indentures when you're looking at the cute kitchen and where your couch is going to go. Like, you don't stop to think about the rules. And so it's not until you've been there for quite some time and you see your property values go up, or maybe you've got a neighbor that has a junked up backyard, like that's when all of a sudden people care about the rules. But before that, they don't. So it makes life a little interesting sometimes to educate people on the association that they've purchased into. So
absolutely. So education is key for those new board members. Absolutely.
Right. Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, and homeowners
yeah.
in general. Yeah.
Exactly. I love it. What is your favorite CEI Heartland event?
I'm going to have to say trivia.
I love it. We've only had one trivia too,
I know,
but we need to bring it back.
Yeah, it was so much fun, and it was nice because it wasn't, it was the people that we see at the programs and our colleagues in our professional lives, but doing a very social, not work related event. So it was great to sit around the table and hang out with people and be able to, throw shade at people over there that, just in fun competition with others. I liked that a lot.
I love that. So what is your favorite CEI memory, if you have one? Hard one.
My favorite CAI memory. This is going to sound cheesy as can be, but I My husband tried to kill our family with a poisonous coral. And we all were in ICU for, 20 days or something. My kids got airlifted to Children's, and it was like this tragic thing where we almost died, all of us. And the CAI Heartland community came together and put on a fundraiser for us and presented us with this, big, awesome check, huge check at the annual meeting and holiday party. So that for me was top memory.
I love that.
And thank you for everybody for, doing that.
I love that. That's a great memory.
It was super sweet.
I mean, sorry to hear that it had to happen,
right. Sorry we almost died, but it was nice to know that we were, well supported and thought of, during that time. So
Absolutely.
We felt very, very loved.
Good. That's what we're all about the heart, right? Here at the Heartland Center. So it's perfect. Yeah. Yes.
Fierce friends.
Yeah. If you were going to encourage someone to join CAI, what would you say to them?
I would, I try to encourage people to join CAI all the time, but my suggestion or not suggestion, but it's not just joining, it's getting involved. So being a name on a roster doesn't help you learn anything. It doesn't help, the chapter to know you. It's putting your foot in the water, or maybe both feet at the same time, and getting on a committee or volunteering to help in some way. And that's where the real connections and the networking happens. And that truly is the biggest benefit, in my mind, is just networking with people and getting to know the people in our industry and having support, in our everyday working lives,
Absolutely.
So get involved.
The best people too. We have the best people.
We do.
We do. I know we're a little biased, but we really do have the very best people in our chapter.
Right. Agreed.
If you could, do you have a crazy story about the industry? Something crazy that happened to you? I know that sometimes community managers have some nutsy stories. One that you're willing to share. If not, that's okay. Well, I'll move on.
Well, no, it's not super crazy, but it's just kind of funny and puts things into perspective for me sometimes. When I first joined the HOA industry, I came from apartments, and in apartments, it's very different, but it's still property management. So there are some similarities, and the calling to complain about your neighbor never goes away, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's true. Ever, apartments or homeowners, it's all the same. And I had, right when I was very new, I had a guy lay into me on the phone one time because his neighbor's crabgrass was getting into his yard. And I was like, it was crazy to me that they would, about it, right? I know, it was crazy to me. And I don't know, I guess it's little and it's simple, but it's, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. I agree.
but to that guy who was looking out his window every day and seeing that, it was really important to him enough to call into the HOA about. So, you still have to take action, but yeah, no doubt.
So what is one thing our members might not know about you?
Well, let's see. There's so obviously so much, but now that my husband's tried to kill me and our family. Aside from that, I think the biggest thing is that I grew up in Saudi Arabia. So I grew up in the Middle East, and I was there during the Gulf War. My mom and I were evacuated. We lived in a city that was about 30 miles out of Scud Range. So the company evacuated the women and children. So my mom and I came back to the States, and I went to school here for a couple of months. And then when we got the all clear, we got to go home. And 9 months later, I had a little brother. And there's, 12 years in between us. So those of you doing the math, I'm 40. And so I grew up in a Middle Eastern culture, the strictest of the Middle Eastern cultures, about, 50 miles or so from Mecca. So.
Wow, that's pretty cool. That is very interesting. Yes, and I think probably a lot of our members don't know that about you too. So
yeah. And it was funny because when I came back to the States, we would come back to the States every summer once school was let out, and all of my little friends that I would meet and stuff, nobody knew where Saudi Arabia was at the time, like until the Gulf War happened, and then all of a sudden everybody knew where I was from. So
now what brought you guys there? Was it your dad's work or?
Yeah, my dad, we're expats. So my dad worked for McDonnell Douglas at the time, and we were stationed over there. And funny, weird story, but like because of their culture, they don't do anything that's co-ed. When you go into a restaurant there's a men's section and a family section. So like men and women are segregated always. And the Saudi government didn't allow kids to go to school co-ed past the 9th grade. So after 9th grade or after 8th grade, kids would have to go off to boarding school or come back to the States. And my dad wasn't about to send me off to Amsterdam in the 9th grade. So
gosh darn it, right?
Yeah, right.
That would have
lost
been cool.
out. Yeah. So we came back to the States when I was in the 9th grade, and I've been here since.
I love it. Well, I asked Jennifer before we got started, I asked her to pick a number between 1 and 3. Because we have some crazy questions. The fun part. And she picked number 1. So that category is this or that questions. So I think I know some of these, but I'm hoping maybe you're going to surprise me with some of them. So,
all right.
Start. Dog or cat?
Oh, cat.
I knew that one. Netflix or YouTube?
Oh, Netflix.
Phone call or text?
Oh, text.
Toast or eggs?
I can't have both. Okay. Depends how the eggs are cooked, but I guess I'll go with eggs.
Eggs. Okay. And how do you like your eggs cooked? Now, since you said that, now I need to know.
Scrambled with a little bit of salt.
That's me too.
Or on eggs Benedict, poached.
Okay. There you go. Cardio or weights?
Weights.
Facebook or Twitter?
Facebook. I don't even have a Twitter account. Isn't that weird?
No, I don't. We have one for the chapter, but I don't have one personally either. So, ice cream cone or snow cone?
I tried starting up a Twitter, but then I didn't get it. I didn't understand how. I'm old. Old people like Facebook, so that's me. Facebook.
But okay, you know what? There is other people that do like Twitter though that are older. So it's weird. It's weird. Yeah.
Who knows? The ice cream. You said
ice cream cone or snow cone?
Oh, ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
Okay. While walking, do you prefer listening to music or podcast?
Music.
Okay. And we know what kind of music, but do you want to tell the group who your favorite of all time is? Oh, you just froze up.
I live in Uh-oh. Hear me? Hello?
Okay.
2021.
There you go. Say
back?
Say it one more time.
Okay. So I live, eat, and breathe for the Dave Matthews Band. So I chase after him in the summertime. I named my kid David Matthew. Yeah, I'm nutty.
I love it. Okay, so since it's May the 4th, and you're all about, see, I didn't even realize you had that shirt on until right now. Love it. So a couple Star Wars related questions. So what is your favorite Star Wars movie?
Which child is your favorite?
You
can't do that. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so I like Revenge of the Sith, which will be tomorrow with Revenge of the Fifth.
I
get 2 days of Star Wars nerd.
I didn't know. I never heard of that one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So who is your favorite character?
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to get to share this. I'm going to flip my phone around. Hang on 2 seconds.
Show us. What do you got?
So this is a little character that sits in my car. Her name is Asajj Ventress, and Asajj is on my license plates. Everybody thinks it's something with JJ because of Jennifer Jeckstadt, but it's not. It's her.
I love that.
She's an evil one.
Okay.
She's on the dark side.
I love it. Okay, so I asked you to bring a piece of paper and
follow directions.
Okay, good. So, could you draw for me? Let's see. Darth Vader.
Oh man. Jeez, Kathy, how long do I have?
Oh, whatever. You're good. Does your family plan on watching some of the movies tonight?
I have a friend of mine who has a Star Wars marathon every year, and it plays all of this is not good, and I am so ashamed of myself.
It's supposed to be fun. I'm a horrible
It's not
artist.
fun when I'm drawing. Ooh. Because I'm so much of a nerd, I want it to be correct, and it's not. Oh, okay. Killing me. Okay. Anyway, my friend does this marathon every year, and it's like all of the movies back to back. And it started this morning at 3 a.m. and it goes, there's a gazillion of them now. So like it goes into wee in the evening, and I couldn't go because I had to work, but there's my Darth Vader.
Oh,
it's so
good.
bad.
No, it's not. That's pretty good. Go, girl. So are you going to go over to your friends later then to watch some of them, or no?
I have to do stuff today, so I can't do it unfortunately today, but they do it every year, so I'll catch them next year.
I love that. Well, good. Well, our time is almost up, so I want to give you a 30-second plug. You can plug about CPM if you want. You can plug about your favorite charity, whatever you want to plug on. So 30 seconds, go.
Oh my gosh, 30 seconds is a really long time to plug something unprepared, but I will say that I like you. I love you. You're awesome for our chapter. You do such wonderful things. And I think that I will plug Kathy Roth-Johnson because she's amazing. Thank you for all that you do. You reach out to people. You keep everybody motivated. You keep us all organized. And, we all have our busy lives and work and all of that. And you find a way to just motivate and empower us all to keep going and stay connected with our fierce friends and our CAI Heartland family. So thank you for all that you do.
Thank you. That was so sweet. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for being the first person that we interview. So anything else you want to tell the group?
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to get yourself on film for this long so that we can get to know each other. We got to do different things now and, be distant, but we can still be connected. And if Zoom and, little FaceTime chat videos are all that we have, then we need to use it and make the best of it to stay connected and stay together. So.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it any better.
Yeah.
Love it.
Don't be afraid.
There you go. I love that. So listen to Jennifer. Don't be afraid if I reach out to you and ask you to do an interview. And we hope to see you next week at Heart to Heart Interviews with CAI Heartland. Thanks,
Yay!
Jennifer. Thanks, guys. Bye.
May the force be with you.
Love it.